OSIMHEN, Victor, OSIMHEN, Victor, OSIMHEN, Victor, AC. Let me hear you sing. OSIMHEN, OSIMHEN, OSIMHEN. All right, my people, welcome back to the channel as usual. Back to let you know the update concerning the Super Eagles of Nigeria. How did you see this match, guys? I'm sure you watched this game, every bit of it. It was, for me, a very fantastic game. It was a very delicious game that I watched. Everything was spot on. Chelle was very, very impressive in this first game. The formation was really, really nice. It wasn't anything close to what I predicted in my prediction video, but again, we saw majority of the players who we expected to play, they showed up in this game. In that very, very impressive formation. Very nice. About to say Samuel playing some very fantastic role as a 2, Ola Aina being deployed at the left wing back, which is also very able to play, and he played really well. Everybody was really spot on for this game. It was very, very fantastic performance. For me, the joy was that, for the first time in a long time, we were able to play a really balanced game, that we didn't have to defend to win the game. We played in a very balanced way. We kept a high line. Our attackers and midfielders everybody were almost in the half of the Rwandan team. We were pressing them on their neck. We didn't even allow them, to get outside of their own outside of their own half of the pitch. It was very difficult for them. Yes, they had a few possessions here and there, because of course they wanted to start the build up from the back, and they were on advantage because they had the largest crowd. But again, they didn't really have a lot of chances. We killed this game. We were spot on. Everybody was playing for each other. Everybody was looking out for each other. That game was very, very interesting. Let me know what you think about it. Of course, there's still room for improvement. This isn't the best of the Super Eagles. This is just the starting point. Victor OSIMHEN showed up again to score his 25th goal for Super Eagles shirt. Is gradually drawing close to breaking the record of Rashidi Yakini, who stays at 37 goals total for Super Eagles of Nigeria. Is going to be a pleasure. For me personally, I want Victor OSIMHEN to break this record. But with all due respect, to the legend himself of blessed memory, Rashidi Yakini. But let me know what you think, guys. It was really, really organized from start to finish. We saw how they, when they entered the bus, when they were heading to the match, they prayed in that bus. They actually sang praise and worship song to God. Glorify God's name on their way to this venue. This shows you how important this match was to them. They were very committed, not just on on their ability of delivering on the pitch. They also didn't fail to commit it into the hands of the Almighty. That was very important as well. And during the warm-ups and everything, we saw how these boys showed ginger. They didn't even care much about the crowd. Usually when you see our players play, they are, when the crowds are like, the crowd will be calling their name, OSIMHEN, and maybe it gets a little bit distracted, but nobody was distracted. Everybody was very focused from the warm-ups to when they entered the pitch, march onto the pitch and started this game. It was really, really impressive. Of course, great one for Coach Chelle, getting his first win in his first match for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. The man is such a cool, calm, collected coach. He's not, he's not getting carried away. It doesn't strike me like the kind of man that gets carried away. Even with this victory, he didn't even show too much of of happiness or excitement. He's really happy to have won the game, but he believes in his heart that he has some bigger, purposes, bigger achievement. He has this, great ambitions with this team, and he believes that he's not even started yet. This win is just one of many wins that is going to come. Of course, the boys have won now. Congratulations to us. We are now in the table. We've now progressed a little bit up the table. Rwanda just have 1 point ahead of us, because we now have 6 points, and we are now occupying the 4th place in the Group C. South Africa unfortunately won their game today against Lesotho. Yeah, good one for them, but it's not what we would have wanted. So they're now top with 10 points. But there's still lots of games to be played. We still have 5 games to go. They've only just played half of the game, so lots of points to be picked up as well. And everything's looking really nice for the Spikes of Nigeria. The next game coming up on the 25th, as effectively 4 days from now, and we'll be hoping to get another 3 points to maybe get into the playoffs position, which is the second place, and then it still depends on Benin Republic's result. But let me know your thoughts about that. Special kudos to the fans of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. As I said in the previous video, these guys were really, really amazing. They showed up for the team despite it's being in a foreign man's land, a country where it's not their own. They showed up. They showed up in their numbers, bought a lot of tickets. I'm even hearing that the tickets sold out because Nigerians showed up, came out, bought all of the tickets, despite the fact that it was even increased. I heard that it was very costly, but they bought everything just to come support the boys, and they did an amazing job to help cheer our boys to victory. Great one for them, great victory. And of course, I'm going to be adding some extras at the end of this video. Great victory in general for the team, and of course I forgot to mention the fact that Tolera Kodare made his long-awaited debut for the Spikes of Nigeria, exchanging Victor OSIMHEN. I think that came later in the 77th minute, but he had some really important role to play, following the coach's instruction not to push the ball, not to force the ball too much, but just to calm down and try to balance the game with passes and things like that, because we were already winning 2-0. But great performance all round. The boys are going to go back to their hotel, recover, and travel back to Nigeria, where in 4 days time they will be welcoming Zimbabwe for the match, the 6th, which is ultimately the second fixture of this FIFA break, and then it's still in the World Cup qualifier series, so it's also as important as this game. So they are not getting carried away. They are not letting this victory get in way over their heads. They want to stay focused and get the all important victory in the next 4 days before they can rest, relax, breathe a sigh of relief, and then relax and know that yes, they actually got the job done for this FIFA break. Let me know your thoughts, generally in the comment section. What do you think about the performance? Coach Eric Shells, Rain as the new head coach. What is your opinion about his performance for this game?